First game without David Johnson, the Cardinals out here. Carson Palmer still not having a great game. I mean, he had 340 yards, but this Colts defense is absolutely trash. So you should not be only having 340 yards. That should be like a 400-yard game. And I'm just disappointed in Carson Palmer right now. Because he looked so good that first year. And I thought he was going to come back. But the Colts actually played well. Jacoby Brissett looked really good. You know, he played with Bill Belichick that one game against the Texans. And they creamed him on Thursday night. But I'm not sure. Not sure how this game got to overtime. I mean, the Colts were winning. That's crazy. It was 10-3 at halftime. The Colts were winning. I actually thought the Colts would win this game. The tickets for this game were so low because nobody wants to see the injured Colts. Like, it's so bad because I was laughing so hard. I was looking at this game. It was like $4. I was like, what? Damn. It's just too much. At least the Cardinals won, right? In overtime. But, you know, they get their first win, 1-1. Eagles Chiefs. This was a good game, but the fourth quarter, we choked. Darren Sproles had that fumble. Kareem Hunt is still turning it on, 2 touchdowns, scoring a crucial touchdown. This game did go to the fourth quarter. We were playing well. We were holding our ground, and they were holding their ground. It was like 10-13 going in the third and the fourth, and then we sort of they scored 2 touchdowns, and we just sort of lost our stronghold. We were close, and then that Darren Sproles fumble was kind of like, oh, that's the deal sealer. And then we went back and scored a last-minute consolation. We even got the onside kick at the end. We had it, but then it was too late. So, dang it. It was a good game for us. We're still building, I guess. It wasn't a division game, so I'm happy, As long as we don't lose the division games, I'm fine. Patriots. Ooh, Tom Brady torched them. Had 3 touchdowns in the first quarter itself. Yeah, this Saints defense, I was telling you, I thought Drew Brees would keep him in it for a while, but damn, they got killed. It was so bad, and Drew Brees did kind of bring them back a little bit, but the Patriots went off. They were so pissed about that Chiefs game. They went off. They won 36-20, and Tom Brady had almost 500 yards. And he threw 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. I mean, that's a wrap right there. I don't know whatever team it is. That's a wrap. Jesus. 300, almost 500 yards, and he threw for 3 in the first quarter. The game's over because the Saints only had 20 points. Vikings Steelers. I thought Vikings would pull the upset here. I did not know Sam Bradford was not gonna play. I thought with Sam Bradford playing and the Steelers looking kind of rusty, I just thought it was inevitable that the Vikings were going to get a win. But the Steelers, come back to their ways. Martavius Bryant caught a touchdown. Le'Veon Bell didn't really do much, but Big Ben sort of led them through that game. Vikings off. Honestly, it's a cupcake win for the Steelers because you don't have Sam Bradford, you don't have Teddy Bridgewater, so they're playing with somebody else they barely know in their system. So the fact that the Steelers won, it was just oh, okay, you beat a terrible quarterback because the Vikings' defense is good, but you can't keep punting the ball and expecting the defense to stop them every single time. It's ridiculous. It's just bad because some of these defenses are really good, but when they keep punting the football, the defense gets tired. So then you can't help it. Your defense is gonna look bad on paper, but it's actually good because you're not getting enough you're not getting enough offensive production. The Bears getting creamed by the Buccaneers. Buccaneers game was delayed because of Irma. Them against the Dolphins. So they played this week and they got it done against the Bears. Yeah, I do think this is gonna be the Buccaneers' breakout year. I think Jameis Winston has something to prove this year and needs to play with a chip on his shoulder. And not much, through 204 yards. Mike Glennon had better numbers, but I'd rather take the win over the numbers. So. Jacquizz Rodgers ran one in, too. Mike Evans looking good. This is what really surprised me, though. This game was really, really intriguing. They played the Bills and the Panthers playing. That game was really intriguing to me because Cam Newton just kept going down. 6 sacks, and they had to take him to the tent. He still threw for 228 yards, but Good thing that defense showed up. They held the Bills to 3 points because the Panthers' offense didn't do anything. Thought the Panthers were going to cruise through this game. Thought Cam Newton was going to be Cam Newton of old. 3 touchdowns, bam, 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 bam. But not looking good so far for the Panthers. I mean, they're 2 cupcake opponents, but, I mean, 2-0. We'll see. I think the Panthers... See, I think with football, it's like a weekly approach. You take it week by week. So, yeah, I think the Panthers did well that week. So, we'll see. The Tennessee Titans beating up the Jaguars. This is an in-division game. It's just after the Jaguars beat them last year, but that was because Mariota was hurt. Now, this is a huge division win, I feel like, for the Tennessee Titans because, you know, they need the division wins. They think they lost the division game early on, so good job for them, you know, Tennessee. Derrick Henry played well running in, and they have DeMarco Murray as well, so they're, you know, you got that double running game and Mariota, so yeah, it should be cupcake wins. I think Titans are, you know, their offense is always explosive, so we'll see. We'll see. Ravens beating the Browns, having 5 turnovers again. The Ravens' defense is really showing up here. It's not even about their offense anymore. Their defense is playing really, really well. Sure, they did play the Browns and the Bengals, but both are huge division wins for them, actually. So maybe the Ravens are kind of coming back. Who knows? See, the Ravens are always that team. They're solid, they're decent, but you never really know about them because sometimes they'll be the bad part of themselves, and sometimes they'll be the good part of themselves. I think with Joe Flacco, though, they have a fighting chance because Joe Flacco has proven a lot, I feel like. Even though, like, people don't say he's elite, like, he still won a Super Bowl, and he's still proven, like, a lot of stuff. So I do think... I did hear a report that he was laughing during Ray Lewis's motivational talks, though, so... Honestly, maybe he was just being immature, you know? The Raiders creaming the Jets up in here. Yeah, this game was crazy. Michael Crabtree caught 3 touchdowns. Man, that was... This Raiders offense with Marshawn Lynch as well? I think the Raiders are going to be crazy good come playoff time. If they keep up this type of energy, they can compete with the Patriots. But they do need to learn how to beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs, yeah, defensively, obviously the Chiefs are extremely superior. But offensively, I think that the Raiders are better on offense because they got Crabtree, they got Marshawn Lynch now. I think now is the year the Raiders take that jump. Last year they had to... If they had beaten everybody, they would have got the 2 seed. Would have gotten that bye, most probably Derek Carr. I mean, Derek Carr was out all year, but at least they would have gotten that bye. Had a chance, you know. Dolphins, StubHub Center opener. Dolphins, Chargers. This is the 2nd straight week. Young-Ho Koo has missed a field goal. This one was for the win. At least last week it was just overtime. This one was for the win. Jay Cutler getting his win as a starter. Yeesh. Man. Jay Cutler, man, $10 million man, and he got it done. I mean, you can't really say anything when he wins, you know what I mean? I mean, good job. I mean, 19-17, that's week 1 out, you know? If he continues to play this well, they might have to have a quarterback controversy down there. I mean, honestly, if Jay Cutler and the Dolphins are able to beat the Jets a couple of times, or not the Jets, the Patriots, and they're able to win the division somehow, that would be one hell of a debate, one hell of a freaking front office decision because Adam Gase knows how to bring the best out of him. But just first game, Chargers defense, they're okay. So I mean, it was a close game. It was a 54-yarder that Cody Parkey made. That was a far one. I think it was his career high. Cody Parkey used to be our kicker until we dropped him. Terrible decision. I feel like he was really talented, but he was injured too. Damn, Chargers choking again. Always choking. Cowboys, Broncos up in here. The Broncos crushed them. Ezekiel Elliott, man, his effort. We'll talk about that later, but 42-17, they were creaming them. The Broncos creamed them. Even when the game started, like, they scored touchdowns. They were getting downfield. They were playing better. I mean, they shut down Ezekiel. Ezekiel Elliott had 8 yards. They shut him down. See, this is what the Broncos defense does to people, and this is why nobody ever counts out the Broncos, even if they do suck on offense. Because the way they play defensively with Von Miller, Chris Harris, Aqib Talib, they just have a great, talented defense. And I do think with Vance Joseph being coach now, they might actually have a chance to make the playoffs. Because that was a huge win. The Cowboys are a great team. Huge win, but that division is absolutely loaded right now. So we'll see. We'll see. Redskins, Rams. Redskins getting the close win in the fourth quarter. The Rams are really improving. I like seeing how they're playing right now. Jared Goff is kind of developing. Todd Gurley's happening. The offense is sort of meshing, and plus the Rams just themselves, they're putting themselves in games, and they're losing even though they lose the close games, at least they're playing better. Like with Jeff Fisher, they're playing like absolute ass. Case Keenum was ass. He was ass. That was ass. See, Jared Goff, at least not Jared Goff, they're growing, they're developing. They have Sammy Watkins, Robert Woods, receivers. They have resources, so they're playing really well. And 49ers, Seahawks. This one was surprising to me. I did not really think that the 49ers were going to give them that much competition, but I think defensively 49ers played well. Didn't really watch this game. Don't really know much about it. Russell Wilson hit Paul Richardson in the fourth quarter. Mid-fourth quarter. I think it was late fourth quarter. Where he escaped, too. He was, running away from 2 sacks. And then he hit Paul Richardson in the end zone for a touchdown. Nice play by Russell Wilson. Won on the game, basically, because no one scored a touchdown. First touchdown of their season, basically. I mean, yeah. Packers, Falcons. The Falcons came alive in this game. Their stadium opener, they had a lead in the second quarter, and everyone thought they were going to choke, and they just came back and won. See, I think the Packers' defense is their Achilles heel, not their offense. Offense is amazing. I've always said this. I still do stand by the Packers are going to win the NFC and the Super Bowl pick, but dang, that was a repeat too. Repeat performance. That's crazy, man. A repeat performance for them. They did it once in the playoffs. They've beaten them 3 times since last year. They beat them once there, they beat them once there, and they beat them once there. It's crazy. I thought it was going to be close because the Packers are now fully healthy, right? But, I just think it depends, on what game, you know what I mean? Aaron Rodgers is good, but sometimes it's just the matchups, Week by week, the matchups change. I think that might have done something to him, but I'm expecting more out of the Packers. This isn't good for the Packers. You know what I mean? I just think the Packers need to, step it up. They have so much more talent and potential, and they're just sitting there and they're not doing anything with it. And it's frustrating. The Lions creamed the Giants. I thought Odell Beckham coming back was gonna help them, but jeez, might be not even an Eli Manning thing. He can't get protection for shit. Eric Flowers, he's getting sacked so many times back there. Matthew Stafford's living up to that contract so far. Damn. Highest paid quarterback, but he's 2-0, so you can't argue against it. And honestly, their division, other than really the Packers, everyone else is kind of a challenge. Everyone else is kind of easy, so honestly, I could see the Lions going back to the playoffs. I had them beating Seattle, but Seattle's a little bit better. I think this is the year Detroit might break out as well. But I don't know. Because the Giants are 0-2 now, so that's the chance of them making the playoffs 10%. Plus all the division games they still have to play. They have to play one more against the Cowboys, 2 against the Redskins, and 2 against us. So I don't know. I feel like the Giants, they were supposed to take the next step this year, but now it looks like they won't take any steps anywhere. Jeez. A nice week 3, overall. It was a decent, some of the games were good. Some of the stuff was good, Nice action. The Chiefs game was good. The Colts game was good. Texans game was good. The thing that keeps happening is that the Dolphins game was good, but Redskins game was good. Seahawks game was good. But honestly, the thing that keeps happening are these primetime duds. This Falcons game, no one wants to watch in the fourth quarter because it's already over. Same with the Lions game. That game was way over. That punt return was crazy, but these games are over before they the fourth quarter, so they're losing money because everyone's turning off their TV. I mean, they're still probably getting decent ratings, but not out of this world ratings for these games, because why would I watch a game that's a blowout? That's just, week 3 was crazy. Week 3 was nice. I hope week 4 is like this. You know, with the NFL, it's always unpredictable and fun. You know, but one loss. You know, unlike not week 4. Sorry, week 3. Week 3. I said week 3 recap. Think of college football. My bad. So it's week 2 recap. 2 weeks are over. So week 3. Hopefully, week 3 brings some promising stuff. I'm hoping on it. I'm betting on it. So we'll see. We'll see. Week 3. Hopefully, there's some intrigue. There's some good games. So yeah.